Hi, Mrs. Ramirez here, working on Module 2, Lesson 4. Again, we are dividing fractions. Today, you've already worked on the opening exercise in class. Let's look at example 1. Okay, I see I still have common denominators, which makes Mrs. Ramirez happy because common denominator division using the same unit is really easy comparatively. So, Molly has 1 3/8 cups of strawberries. She needs 3/8 cups of strawberries to make one batch of muffins. How many batches can Molly make? Use a model to support your answer. Okay, so therefore, I'm asking today on this one, how many 3/8 are in 1 3/8? Okay, so I remember when I divide with fractions, I need to multiply straight across, and it's really more difficult if I have a mixed number instead of an improper fraction. So let's make my mixed number, because it has a whole and a fraction together, into an improper fraction. My denominator stays the same. Remember, this is one whole, so therefore technically it's 8/8, which is my giant one. Again, it's always about the giant one. So, one group of 8 plus 3, and adding 3 to 8 gives me 11. So 11/8 equals 1 3/8. Now, it will, in this form, I can divide it easier. 11/8 broken into groups of 3/8. What can I do? We need a model to support it. So this time I have more than one whole. So I'm working in eighths. So with my tape diagram, I need two similar sizes, hopefully eighths. I'm going to cut it into fourths, and then each fourth is going to be cut in half. So now I have eighths. So here's my 8/8, then half, a fourth, another fourth, then cut each fourth into eighths. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Awesome. There, technically, as I add these all together, if this is 8/8, this is 16/8 because it's two wholes. Okay, so let's color in what I have. Molly has 1 3/8 cups, which we figured out was 11. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11. Start to find out where I end. And then color in all of the first full cup. Okay, so this all told is 11/8, which also equals 1 3/8, which we could go back to that. So if we have 11/8, we're breaking it into groups of 3/8. How many groups of 3/8 in 1 3/8? So since the units, the denominators are the same, all I have to do is break it up. So one group of 3/8, 1 2 3, another group of 3/8. These are all batches of muffins. Now, even though it's in a second whole, there's still together 3/8. And 2 of, remember, of the 3 needed. I don't have the whole 3 that I need, so it's 2 of the 3. Here's my fraction after I start dividing. So we've got 11 divided by 3. My same unit, so 8 broken into groups of 8 gives me one group of 8. 11 broken into groups of 3. So 3, 6, 9, that's 12. So 1 whole, 2, 3 wholes. and 2 of the 3 groups need, or 3 needed next. So there's my fraction. 3 and 2/3 batches for muffins is what this ends up being. 3 and 2/3. So don't forget your sentence. Molly is her name. Molly can make 3 full batches and 2/3 of the next batch. She doesn't have enough for that 4th batch. So 3 full batches and 2/3 of the next batch. Happy learning!